Hello, everybody. Welcome to the second round of the Tier 2 BRL Championship at Bahrain International Speedway. I am your main commentator, number one Fin fan, alongside Sergeant Milk as well.
Hello.
Interestingly, as we looked before we started the session, our championship leader looks like he wasn't able to attend this race. I don't know if he's going to join later or not, but as of right now, we're just waiting for the last two to load in, and then we will be ready to go into qualifying.
Here we go.
How do you think this week's race will be?
It'll definitely be more interesting, I'd hope. Hopefully a lot more good better battles down the field. And depending on what I think the leader is, so we can have a different race winner, but it all depends on who. So could spice things up in the championship.
It definitely could, considering our championship leader is not here. We're now into qualifying, 18 minutes. Whoever sets fastest lap time be on pole. Last week's race was quite interesting. Many safety cars, and the winner on track did not end up winning the race because one in second was very fairly matched with him. So the field this year looks really close, very tight.
Very close. It's gonna be interesting to see who comes out on top of this, as we see one of the Alfa Romeos, if not both, coming out the pit lane. And there's a racing point, I believe, in front. Yeah, there's Alderfer out in front, with the two Alfa Romeos at the front.
So Alderfer and Toxin, well, it says it, but as of right now, Alderfer on track has come out on mediums, while Ed and Ritzy in the Alphas have both come out on softs. Looks like Brackish is now also coming out on medium tires. So what do you think the strategy will be? Do you think some people will try to stay on the mediums, or will they try and go to the softs?
I don't actually know which is faster. I believe it's soft to mediums, but them mediums
soft
won't
to
go
hard.
Soft to hard. Yeah, it's hard to get them hard tires into a working window. So.
Looking at Alderfer right now, first one to go onto a lap. He's on the medium, so see what he can do as a banker lap time.
Yeah, the audio sounds good as well on the stream, so
that's good. In the middle sector now, into a tight right-hander.
Ed goes purple in sector 1. I believe that everyone
he loses the rear end a little bit. Alderfer will be the first one to set a lap time, followed by the two Alfa Romeos. Expect the Alfa Romeos to be a bit quicker because they are on the softs and Alderfer is on the mediums.
Yeah.
So I believe the strategy.
Sorry, go on. I was just gonna say, Wraither just said, how do you think Alderfer is going to do?
You go first.
We could see, if he's going to stick on the mediums, we could see a slightly different strategy from him. We could see potentially, we could see a pretty good strat right there. It'll be hard to pull off because of the heat and everything like that, but it could pay off in the long run.
I believe Alderfer has some work to do after last weekend. Finished last. We have a Mercedes stopped in the first sector. I think that's just to let someone by. It's Maverick.
Yeah.
Neymar is quickest right now with a 25.7 on the soft tires. I believe both Alfa Romeos invalidated their laps.
Yeah, they would have done because they haven't gone through.
Oz Formula does a 26.8 on the mediums. Pretty respectable time for the medium tires.
That is a very good lap. Especially on their medium tyres, which are less grippy. We see Ed coming up the final corner right now. There's lap 5. Sorry.
Goes into
What
the
about
pits,
Ritchie?
yeah.
Ritchie's coming over the line, 28. I think he's going for another lap, so.
Looks like he is. He locked up into turn 1, so. He is.
Maverick is now on a lap, I believe. He is.
I just went over to Neon Train. The AlphaTauri goes purple sector 2. It looks like he's backed off the lap at the end. Maybe he wants to go for the mediums instead of the softs.
Little lock up from Maverick there. There's purple in sector 1 with a 27.7. Oh, he's deep.
Locks up in turn 10, but keeps it relatively clean.
Power's down to the turn 11. You want to hit that, second sector quite hard. Purple again, 1 minute, 1:04.7.
This could be a good lap.
Defending tier 2 champ. Question is, will Mav get the W?
And he's about 3/10 off of Bjorn Neymar. I saw a yellow flag in sector 2, Skeppy. I don't know if he's spun or not. It looks like he has. He doesn't have the left side of his front wing.
He would have spun.
He spun at turn 11, I believe, on the exit of turn 11.
Okay. Yeah, that's it's gonna be quite costly for him.
We got a lot of medium runners. We'll see who stays on the mediums and who goes to the softs. Ooh, looks like Zaizu's off at the second turn, exit of the second turn. He's also trying to qualify on those mediums.
There's Zaxman on the lap here. I believe he's the next one across the line.
He will be on the mediums, so see what he does. He goes compared to Oz Formula and ARL Brackish. Oz Formula's medium time is a very respectable time.
No, I reckon at this pace he's got, he could take pole position. So be very.
He could take
very
pole
interesting to
position,
see.
but will he go for pole on the softs or will he stay on the mediums to get the optimal strategy for the race?
That's the question.
Taxman now crossing the line. He's P6 behind his teammate.
Oh, he's coming out the final corner now. He's to start his lap. Next, first one to cross the line for a natural lap is DXD, who's gone purple in the first sector, but gone deep in the next one after that. Turn 8, I believe. Coming down into turn 10. Keeps it relatively good. Opens DRS and powers down to the turn 11 now.
Looks like he's using lower gears.
He's
So
he's
looks
not
like he's
pushing,
backed off the
so
lap.
odd. That's very odd from him there.
I'm looking at our current pole sitter, He looks like he's on another lap.
Yeah.
Bdunk says he'll eat his laptop if Webster gets pole. I want to see that. Purple sector 2 for BRL Neymar. Alderfer goes P3.
About to say he was from P3, but we moved up. But yeah, Alderfer's go P3. Maverick now comes around the final corner.
See what Neymar does. Does he improve? Yes, he does by 4/10 from his previous time.
Yeah.
He's almost over 6/10 ahead of everyone else at the moment. So very strong time. Could be definitely challenging for pole. As I say that, I go to Skeppy, who's on a lap, sets purple sector 1. He's got some traffic to contend with, goes a little deep.
He's gone deep.
Looks like he's still pushing, so see how his second sector is. You're 2/3 of the way through this qualifying, 6 minutes left. Does set a purple sector 2, so it looks like he could possibly challenge our current pole setter. Takes a nice corner very nicely. Opens DRS.
Said if Oz Formula gets pole, I will eat my electric scooter. No, I will ride my electric scooter to work, sorry.
I want a video of that as well, please. I don't think he'll get pole if he's staying on these mediums. So Skeppy goes P5. The end of his lap. The only two not to set a lap are Axe and Ed, who look like they're both on laps now.
Ed is coming to the end of his lap now, I believe.
It says purple, but I don't know how trustworthy that is. Yellow sector 1 looks like a Haas is going slow. Oh no, there's a Renault that's off. It's SV Fridays. Looks like he has maybe some slight wing damage. Ed's going to the line now. Goes up P7.
But they very good lap there.
More and more soft runners, that more respectable that medium time from Oz Formula is looking like. I think Maverick's on a lap. He's getting a little bit of slipstream down the backstretch into turn 11.
Yeah. This could pay crucial. He isn't
He
up
will
at
catch
the
dirty air in
moment.
these corners.
Oh
he
yeah, it
isn't.
won't help him a lot. So if he can counter that, then that'll be fine for him. Goes.
See where he goes. He goes wide. Oh, and he's diving into the
that.
pits. Not y'all goes up to P3, the one that was right in front of him.
Wow.
The Ferrari is right in front of him. Only
What's he
10th off
doing?
Maverick and P2. Smashing the
Cut the
Pirelli
first
boards. That's what he's doing.
Well then.
Friday's on another lap. It looks like mediums. Looks like some of these guys are dedicated to start on the mediums. Get the better strategy for the race.
That ain't not y'all. Not y'all getting accused of not being himself. So
Reminder that Not Y'all said a few days ago that he retired from league racing. Doesn't look like he's done yet.
he said to me in a party last night he's done league racing completely. Completely coming off
Friday's
Xbox.
crossing the line right now. On mediums, looks like a pretty good time. It's not really P10. It's still not that far off, only about 4/10 off of Axe and Oz Formula. I didn't realize Axe went quicker than Oz Formula on those mediums.
Oz Formula's back out on more mediums, which is surprising. He's dedicated to them then.
See who else is on the lap. I think Oz Formula's on another lap. Most people are in the pits right now, and the ones that are below the top 10 are going out on their out laps right now. But Oz Formula has invalidated his lap.
Neon.
Entry on a lap.
Yep. Second down.
I know he wouldn't be happy with P15.
Yeah. And no one will start that low down either.
Oz Formula's decided to retire on track.
I don't think you're allowed to do that. The entry improves but stays P15.
I think he's going for another lap. He might be.
The GSR Axe also retires, so that's P7 for him.
As of right now. Looks like a lot of the medium runners on the lower side of things are now on the softs.
Yeah, the XD was on mediums, he's now on soft and he's improving quite dramatically.
Looks like I'm
Oh,
sorry
wow.
if I butcher this name, but Unkao Newt has joined the session late, and he's looking to get a time, and he's invalidated this time, so he's trying to get back to the line to start another lap to get a time in on these mediums, but he's got traffic in his way as well.
Ooh.
He's only got 14 seconds. Can he get a lap off? I think that's
He should
Neymar
go
that's in his way.
P6. No, where's Neymar? He's first.
Neymar just started a
Where's
lap.
Neymar now?
Most people are on a lap. I'm looking at the top guys now. Let's see where they are. Alderfer won't improve his time.
Actually,
He's in the
Friday's
pits.
retires.
Friday's
That's P12.
retires. He is on
Wow.
mediums though, so he might be happy the tire he's starting on, but he definitely won't be
Yeah.
happy with the
position.
I think Maverick will be the first one of the top guys to set another lap.
Saxman
He is
is on the lap.
7/10 off of Neymar. So it's going to be pretty hard for him to challenge it. The yellow sector 2, I think that is DXD. It should go. Zaizu goes P2.
Wow.
But can Maverick bump him back down? Looks like he won't.
He was weaving.
P3 for Maverick. BRL Neymar goes purple sector 2, it looked like. So can he improve this again? He is getting some slipstream, but in defense he is also getting some dirty air. So no. Oh yes, he does improve by 0.3. Almost a second. Notyo goes P2 behind him.
That's everyone done for qualifying then.
Yeah, because DXD is on an invalidated lap. Alderfer's in the garage, so BRL Neymar takes pole by almost exactly 0.7.
Yeah.
Pretty wild. If I remember correctly, we had Axe on pole position last weekend, correct?
I believe so.
Well, in his defense, he is the first one on medium tires. P11. It's not a bad lap after all. He will be on the preferred strategy for the race, but his only downside could be traffic.
Yeah.
B-Dunk says promote Sparky. Ryan says it's tier 1 time right there. I agree.
Is that for yes, quite close. My laptop is safe.
Sparky takes pole by exactly 0.7. Could we be seeing a promotion in the coming weeks as well? And maybe possibly a demotion?
It'll be weird to see someone go down from tier 1. And I don't know who they promote. But
I don't know, after my performance, it might be me after all. I might have to commentate this myself while racing. Iconic says he must be running line to keep him in tier 2. Well, Boss Cookie also ran line, but he is in tier 1 because of his rapid pace.
yeah.
But we'll see if his qualifying pace can translate into race pace, because that's where it matters. It looked like he had a Mercedes and everyone else had a Red Bull, because he took pole by 0.7. Yeah, B-Dunk, you're lucky your laptop's safe. You're very lucky. I wanted to see that. I wanted to see you turn into a cyborg. You got 25 seconds until the formation lap. How's Formula First to ready up? Oh, you better believe someone's going to do a sub 125 in tier 1, B-Dunk. And you lied to me. You told me you were going to take a nap. Are you getting ready for the formation lap now? And as they go through the formation lap, I will go down the grid. So on pole position, we got BRL Neymar, aka Sparky. P2, we got Not Y'all. P3, Zaizu. P4, Saxman. P5, BRL Maverick, who at the moment would be... He's not the leader of the championship, but in this race, he's the highest in championship points, because our championship leader, Zach, is not able to attend this race. P6, Webster. P7, Ed. P8, Aldifer. We'll see how he can do after having a very disappointing weekend last week. P9, DXT, Ichigo. P10, Skeppy. P11, Axe, who is the first one on the medium tires. And as I say that, I think, now that I'm looking, Axe is P11 on mediums. Oz Formula P12 as well on mediums. Aero Brackish actually starting on hard tires now in P13. SV Fridays P14. Toxin P15. Neon Tree P16. Ritzy P17. And Unco Newt P18. But top 10 start on the soft tires, and everyone from P11 to P18 except for ARL Brackish is starting on the mediums. Brackish is starting on the hard tires.
Slightly odd strategy from Brackish there. I wouldn't expect him to go to the to use the hard tyres in the first stint of the race, but
BRL Neymar backing the pack up a ton. Like Nut Y'all's lagging a little bit. Aldifer looks like he's hit someone. Predicted pit stop strategy. Looks like it's different for each driver I cycle through, but I believe most of these guys, depending on how safety cars come out and stuff, will do soft to hards, or they will either do medium to hards, but in Brackish's case, you'll probably try to do hard medium or hard soft. We are getting ready to go Tier 2 Bahrain Grand Prix. We have 5 red lights. And it's lights out and away we go. Looks like Neymar gets a really good start. Not Y'all on his tail as they go down to turn 1. Neymar defends the inside.
Oh, Not Y'all just
Saxman tries to go around the inside. Not Y'all looks like he's lagging a lot.
Yep.
Looks like we have a spinner. It's Zaizu. Oz Formula up to P7 on those mediums. It's like Webster, Saxman, and Neymar are really close together at the moment. Webster go for a move. Ooh, that's really tight. Doesn't work at the moment. BRL Neymar almost at a second gap already. He is at a second gap now and over a second. Let's see who the biggest winners from the start were at the moment. Oz Formula up 6 positions. Not Y'all down 16 positions from P2.
Yours are down 14, so those were the real big losers from this race already. Hopefully they can get their way back up. Neymar goes on to a 32-8.
I'm looking at SV Fridays right now. Ritzy's right on the back of his gearbox. Looks like he's going to be trying to making a move on him. Wish this camera would update. Okay, there we go. Friday's still ahead of Ritzy. But can he stay ahead? Ritzy gets on in the slipstream again. We go try to go down the inside. Yes, he will. Gets his nose in there. Fridays gives him space, but it won't work this time. Viral Neymar already at a 1.1 second gap to the rest of the field out of DRS, like I said earlier. Real battle here looks like from 2nd to 5th place.
Oh yeah, that's very close, but
I think the person who has the best position right now is Oz Formula. He is in P6 on those medium tires, so he will be able to run longer into the stint and pit on hards later. It should go right on the back of Webster.
oh,
See what he
Maverick
can
has a
do down
slight
this
look
front
up.
straight. Goes wide. It should go side by side with Webster. Into the braking zone. Looks like Ichigo is ahead, but will Webster do the switchback? He gets oversteer on the exit. Now he's probably under pressure from Maverick from behind now. I don't think he'll be able to make a move here. No, he won't. They both lock up a little bit. And as that battle happens, Saxman has pushed a little and was able to get in the DRS of BRL Neymar. So we'll see what he can do now, even though he just lost it.
He's back inside it for this straight.
Looks like Not Y'all is having quite a nightmare now. From P2 to plumb last, and looking like his race is pretty much over. Saxman, looks like BRL Neymar got a horrible exit from turn 10. Because now he's well within DRS range. And I'm going to look back in the pack as well. BRL Maverick only 4/10 off Webster as Not Y'all retires from the session.
I think that's best, as in his connection issues.
There is a VSC though, so we'll see if there's any takers, especially on the softs. Because apparently Webster doesn't go into the pits.
No one but I can see is
No
pitting.
one. It doesn't look like anyone's pitted. Which
No one's
because you
pitted,
can get a
that's all.
VSC now for retiring in the pit lane, I believe, which I don't know why. Ooh, Webster gets a drive-through penalty. Speeding under VSC, that's a real shame for him. As I say that, Maverick makes a move down the inside on him. Webster tries to hang it around the outside, and it looks like Webster will maintain the position for now, but as we saw at the bottom of the screen, he has a drive-through penalty for speeding under the VSC, so that could probably properly hurt his race and probably send him way outside the top 10, unfortunately. Looks like closest battle on track right now actually is P14 to P16. They're all really close to each other.
Yeah.
And we will keep an eye on the lead battle for the lead and the battle for P4 between Webster and Maverick. Maverick goes wide again. Oz Formula will be on the back of him now.
There you go.
Oz Formula really has still on the mediums.
Oh, he's looking. He's made
He
it.
locks up hard. See if he can hold it on this next stretch.
He
Maverick
has.
does a little bit of a switchback. It's a 3-second time penalty. In the meantime, goes down the inside. Oz Formula hangs it around the outside and secures P5. This is when those medium tires are probably going to start feeling better than those soft tires. So Oz Formula is really some really good pace right now. Out front, BRL Neymar has about a 1 second gap to Saxman and P2. Skeppy on the back of Maverick now. Two teammates. Maverick's tires seem to be going off a lot. We've seen him run wide. We've seen him lock up. I think that's really been hurting his tires. We have a yellow flag in Sector 2. It looks like it's Neon Tree. He is round. As well as SV Fridays at the top of the hill. Looks like he's hit that right-hand curve awkwardly.
Yeah.
As I say that, Webster goes into the pits for his drive-through penalty. Skeppy on the back of Maverick. Only 4/10 behind him. We'll see if he can make a move on his teammate at the end of the next DRS straight. DRS open. Maverick does not have DRS on Oz Formula. Will he go for a move down the inside? No, he stays back for just right now. Oz Formula is really loving the
He's really putting
mediums right now. Putting the pressure on Ichigo now.
Issue with a slight lock up there. Whilst as these two are battling, the two Mercedes are catching up to them as well, so
maybe that's why Skeppy isn't trying to pass Maverick. Yeah, these mediums starting to really come to life for Oz Formula. It looks like he is on the best strategy right now, but as I'm saying that, the top two have pulled away quite considerably.
yeah.
So by
that.
over, that's quite a big gap.
It's what, 7 seconds?
Just about. The gap to the leader, he is 7.3 behind the leader, and it looks like Ichigo lets Oz Formula by. Yeah, and now Oz Formula is about 7 seconds behind the leader. We'll see if he can make inroads. GSR Axe gets by Skeppy.
Overtaking Eddie now. As Ritzy overtakes Toxin. Whilst that, they have who is that?
Toxin and Ritzy going side by side right here.
Yep.
Still side by side going into the second sector. Ritzy has to give up the place. GSR Axe, his mediums are starting to come alive as well. It's like Oz Formula's already pulled a gap to Ichigo in just under a half a lap.
Them mediums are.
Softs really starting to go off now as Maverick wide again, Axe on the back of him. Usually don't see an overtake here.
It's going to be tight.
Leave each other's
There's a little bit of
space.
contact.
Side by side down the backstretch. See who wants the DRS. Maverick will have the DRS. It looked like he was a little behind. Ooh, Axe gives him a big squeeze. Oh, Maverick is spun. Oh, he's out of the race too. That's such big disappointment. On a week where he could have very well taken the lead of the championship if he
starts to pit.
Look, Fridays is in the pits. Neon Tree is in the pits.
So is Zaizu.
Webster got really unlucky. He pitted for hards. But now the safety cars just come out. Zaizu and everyone behind him gets a free pit stop. We'll see where that puts him.
SV Fridays goes on to a set of hards. So could be interesting for him to see what he does.
So does Neon Tree. They're probably going to try to take those to the end. Actually, the surprise for me is that Zaizu pitted for mediums, because that means he's dedicated to at least one more stop.
Yeah.
And that's real disappointment for Maverick, though. Having a great race and having a great battle with GSR Axe, loses the rear end on the final corner. On a weekend where he very well could have taken the lead of the championship due to Zach not being able to attend today's race.
Just as the top two were pulling away, there had to be a safety car.
And actually, as you say that, that's actually probably good for the top two because now it forces everyone to go onto the hard tires now. So the mediums didn't mean anything. Let's see if there's any position changes in the pit lane. If anyone gets held up, it should go. It's out cleanly. Axe gets held up by his teammate massively, unfortunately. He's going to lose some spots down the grid. It definitely is. Didn't hurt him too much. He's still P7. Looks like he's lost a couple. I think he just lost one position from that, actually.
That's
so he actually got away with that.
Brackish is now in the lead with the 8-lap-old hards.
Unco Newt has stayed out on these medium tires.
That's
like the only one to stay out. So it looks like everyone has pitted except for Unco Newt, 25, which he is in P3.
And Brackish. Brackish still on the hards.
Oh yeah, Brackish is on the hards. He started on them. You're right.
The real loser from this for the safety car is Ritzy, who's now dropped down to P16. He has P10 or 11.
Webster's lost. Well, actually, I said Webster lost out. I completely forgot he had that drive-through. So this actually brings him back into the race.
Yeah, this helps him. This helps Webster quite a lot, a hell of a lot. So let's see what.
I don't think safety car will be in this lap, but we'll see.
Be in lap 11, I think.
Well, if the pack gets all bunched up, it'll probably be in next lap actually. It looks like they're actually almost all. The pack's almost bunched up.
Someone off there. That's older for getting pushed off by someone.
No wing damage.
Just checking to see if anyone's got wing damage at all. Doesn't look like anyone has, which is a good sign for this stage in the race.
This could really hurt or help Brackish. This could either bring him back into the race. Well, no, even if there's like another safety car in 2 laps time, mediums won't go to the end, and softs definitely won't go to the end. So he's just got to take a risk, stay out for as long as possible. Hopefully that clean air can help him.
It should be able to help him quite a lot. Because them tyres are what, 9 laps old. But hopefully they can...
So, just to bring up, the person who was first in the championship, Zach JW, won't score any points, of course, because he's not here, and now Maverick won't score any points. The person who finished third last week was SV Fridays, and he's down in P12, so this race could massively shake up the championship order.
It's going to shake up the championship order massively.
Ones like BRL Neymar, who's had pace, looks like since the get-go in qualifying, a safety car in this lap. He finished 9th last week, so if he wins this week, it could be massive for him. So, as I rant on about that, safety car is in this lap. Brackish in the lead, has not pitted yet. BRL Neymar behind him has pitted, will probably try to take those hard tires to the end. Unknown Newt behind him is ghosted. He's not even here. I just realized that. He's not even in the session.
Oh wow.
Unknown Newt is not in the session. He's ghosted. I didn't realize that.
Let's see if
Brackish got off to an incredible start. They're very tight into turn 1. Ichigo gets ahead of Saxman. Ichigo looking to make a move on Oz Formula. We have a yellow flag in Sector 1.
That's
Like that is Toxin.
He's done.
Well, Brackish got the start that he needed off that safety car restart, and Unknown Ute as rejoined. So we'll see if he gets back in his car before he loses too many more positions.
Aero Brackish is going to start to struggle a little bit with them older tyres.
They are 9 laps older than
newer ones.
But if he defends hard enough, it could pay dividends for him.
Yeah.
You start Axe all over the back of Skeppy, as well Ichigo on the back of Oz Formula. No DRS yet. Bureau Neymar on the back of Brackish. Looks like he's going to make a move even without DRS.
SV
He's got the move done before turn 1. I think Brackish will stay behind here. So they all go through turn 3 right now. Friday's on the back of Ed. P3 in the championship right now. Let's see what he can do.
Toxin and Unknown have both pitted. Just to note.
Unknown had to pit off the mediums he started on. Unfortunately, his AI did not do that for him, so he is now at a disadvantage. We'll see how far Brackish drops. I cannot see the gap to the leader right now because the game doesn't want to update it. Axe all over the back of Skeppy. Any little mistake Axe makes though, Zaizu could be right on the back because he's on those mediums. And as I say that, DRS enabled this lap. Let's see if Axe can make a move on Skeppy in the first corner. Looks like he is going to stay behind. I do see Fridays. I think Saxman made a little bit of a mistake.
He slightly looked
wasn't
up
that
one.
Axe still stays behind Skeppy. And Brackish could make things very interesting. Look.
It's fun.
It's unfortunate.
I can't see right now.
If Brackish backs this pack up, we could have a ding-dong battle for 3rd to 6th or even 3rd to 8th. Because they're all really close right now.
Even...
Yeah, that safety car, the biggest winner from the safety car, in my opinion, was Bureau Neymar, because it keeps him now in the lead of the Grand Prix without having to worry about Oz Formula's pace with what he was on the medium tires, because he was gaining on them until Maverick wrecked out. With DRS now, Saxman on the back of Ichigo again, very close, but as well Oz Formula on the back of Brackish. Skeppy has done the same thing as Maverick. He's done the same thing as his teammate, except he hasn't wrecked. And he's going into the pits for probably a set of mediums. And Saxman is passed by Ichigo. He'll be back on him on this straight though. Try to go down the inside.
Ooh,
he blocks him off. Ichigo gets switched back though. On board with him.
Right, now going
that. Oh! Saxman clips, Itcha goes front in and sends him into a half spin, but he saves it, luckily.
Richie Raccoon all over the back of Alderfer right now.
Yes, he is. He's up his gearbox. Looks like he won't make a move into this.
Oh, his teammate goes wide. This could help him quite a lot by blocking him off. And there he is. He's down the inside, so he's passed.
On board with Webster with this action going on ahead of him. Alderfer goes for another move.
Ooh. Nice move that. They both have DRS.
This is a very close battle. Ritzy locks up. Webster takes a lot of curves.
Slightly. Oh, he's.
Oh, Alderfer's round. Doesn't hit the wall though.
Wow.
He lost it on the curb.
Then there was a slight bit.
Oh, Webster just hit Ritzy, and he's broken a piece of his front wing. Look, I think he just recorded it because his AI slowed down considerably.
Oh, he's round. He's in the wall. Webster isn't having a good race.
And I'm looking back up front now in P3, Oz Formula, on the back of Brackish, who still needs to pit.
Yeah.
As he is sitting behind Brackish, he is losing all the time in the world to Gerald Neymar out in front.
Yeah, that's a 3-second gap already.
We'll see what Oz Formula can do down this straight. Saxman also very close behind him. I think he's going to go for a move here. Going to try to go down the inside. Going to be side-by-side turn 2. Brackish now under attack from his teammate. Saxman goes defensive, just lets him by in order to get back on the back of the Williams. With the highest points leader right now being SV Fridays back in P8.
Yeah.
I don't know where anyone would come out. This race is almost completely different to last week's. If we're talking about front runners.
It is, yeah. We've lost quite a few of the front runners, and some big names out of the race. So we could see quite a change up in championship order right now.
See what Saxman can do on Oz Formula, and we'll see what Axe can do on Brackish.
Just been awarded that.
Said Zaizu hits the XD?
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what he can do, because he'll be on the back of him as Brackish pits. Finally. XD defends the inside.
Fancy Raccoon getting points. He's got the pace to. Ritzy definitely does have the pace to get points. It's just all the battling he's doing could cost him.
It's like it could be a really good battle for P2 between Saxman and Oz Formula. Could you actually, while you're at it, check the penalties of BL Neymar? Just the top 4 probably right now.
Neymar has got none at all, nothing at the moment.
So, I hate to interrupt you, but as you said it, Fancy Ritzy getting points. He's still P10, but he's just had a little spin. The exit of turn 8. Still in P10 though because of the field.
Shame from Rusty. But he can recover. He's got the pace too. So Oz Formula has
Saxman.
2 warnings.
2 warnings. What about Birol Neymar?
He's got nothing going on.
Zaizu has left the session, by the way, if you want to try to invite him back. Saxman goes for a move around the outside of Oz Formula. Tries to get the switch back on him, takes a lot of curb. To go on board with him for this next DRS straight. In the slipstream, overtake enabled. Oz Formula doesn't defend, he's going to try to go down the inside. It's very close margins, but Saxman cannot get by him on this occasion.
I'll find him. I really need to add
Zaizu MX. ZIZOU space MX. Saxman may be trying for another move. No, he's not using ERS on this straight. Actually, it looks like he's quite low on it. Both P2 and P3. Webster sets the fastest lap on medium tires. In P15. It's a quite disappointing race for him. Started P4, but had a drive-through after speeding under safety car and then spun on the safety car restart, or got spun, whatever he thinks. I think Saxman's going to be a little too far back this time, we'll see. Breaks deep. Okay though, he's still on the back of him. We'll see what he can do.
Friday's just got past his teammate. Saxman and Osfrona going at it. They and Neymar is just gone at this point in the race.
I'm sorry, I did not realize I had my mic muted for a while. I don't know how long that was, but... Oh, Saxman gets wing damage. Hits the back of Oz Formula. but he's still looking to overtake him on the straight.
Gonna hurt him quite a lot.
Oh, he's gonna try to go down the inside, almost on the grass. Oh, he locks up. Oz Formula does the switchback now.
And Axe
Saxman will be under pressure from GSR Axe onto the next DRS straight. Saxman doesn't have DRS. They go side by side. I think Axe will be ahead of Saxman, yes, and Saxman taps the back of the Williams again. Well, let's see, because Saxman could drop down the order, even though Fridays is the next closest one to him, 7 seconds behind, but Saxman has wing damage, so we'll see how that affects him for the rest of the race.
One of the viewers just said, man, Neymar's won already, unless he retires or crashes out. There's a strong possibility he's going to win this race. But there's an equally good chance that he could crash out, so never say
right
never.
Now he doesn't have any penalties, and you said he has no warnings, correct? So
yeah,
he's just cruising right now. Saxman also gets a 3-second time penalty. We'll see if he goes in the pits, or he might just try to hang on until the end. That wing damage could really hurt him. As they say that, the Williams duo tried to help each other, but gloves off now. As Axe goes onto the back of Oz Formula, we'll see what he can do down the straight. Looks like he has more ERS than him. Overtaking Gage on Oz Formula, defends to the inside. Axe tries to go round the outside. Both brake really late. Leave room for each other. Don't crash into your teammate. Oz Formula will do the switchback. Gets a little oversteer on exit, but who will have the DRS? Oz Formula has the DRS, but he's pitted for the soft tires.
As Formula. Ritzy's pitted, as well as Zoizy. They've all gone on to soft tires. So this could really spice up the race here now. Alderfer with the fastest lap of the race.
Alderfer, I just caught that. Neon Tree is bended in the middle sector. If that causes a safety car, whoever just pitted for soft tires.
It's
a VSC though. Oh, that's unlucky for them, but lucky for the others.
Yeah, if
this
that
Williams
if that
battle could go on for a while.
If that was
yeah,
a full
if that was
safety
a full safety car.
Easy
go.
This was that would have helped them massively, yeah.
It would have definitely. It would have definitely changed the race, because things are really spread out. If you have this full track map on, you only have 14 runners, but looks like it almost looks like a qualifying session with how spread out they are. The only real battles on track right now are between the two Williams and the two Renaults.
Yeah. This could help Fast and Fridays in Championship massively here.
Yes, it could.
If I'm not mistaken, he would take the lead of the Championship. As Axe get a drive-through penalty.
Oh, that's massive disappointment for him. He was in P2.
That's gonna
it's gonna promote Fridays up into a podium position.
Saxman just played, or has he got a drive-through? Got a drive-through. So SV Fridays is gonna get, at this rate, another podium.
Kind of another unexpected podium, because last week, if you remember, he pitted onto another set of softs and was forced onto a two-stop strategy, so his race was compromised, still ended up on the podium. But we're saying that it will promote him up into a podium position once Axe takes his drive-through. But what does his teammate have to say about it? He wants that podium position.
Exactly. They're both very, very quick drivers. And at this rate, with the DRS, they should go here to get it.
They're both very low on ERS as I'm looking. Ichigo's going to be tucked up right behind him, though. He's definitely going to be able to make a move into this first corner. Gonna go round the outside as Fridays defends. Both side by side. Skeppy gets
goes
it
the long way
second.
round. And there it is. But who gets the DRS?
Fridays has DRS.
Ishigo
just
just
backs
off. Wow. This could be a long race long battle here. Besides who's the final podium.
Another battle right now is Zaizu and Skeppy. I think Zaizu or Skeppy. No, I think Zaizu just got by Skeppy. I could be wrong. If you could check the penalties between SV Fridays and DXD, because this is the closest battle on track right now.
None. Both got none.
None at all. What about warnings?
Ishigo has 2 warnings. SV Fridays has 2 warnings.
So they're both even right now, both 1 warning away from a penalty. This is the closest battle on track right now, and it will be for a podium, because I believe... Oh, you've disconnected. I'll invite you back after I capture this front stretch moment between Ichigo and Fridays. Ichigo is even closer this time, I believe. He's going to try to do the same thing round the outside, but he might be a little ahead of him into the braking zone this time, and he is ahead of him into the braking zone, and he takes that 4th place right now, but he goes deep in the first turn. SV Fridays will have a better exit out of turn 2 as the DRS, but he won't be able to get him into turn 3. I will invite you back to the game. So, a reminder to everyone, I've just seen the interval between Neymar and Axe has gone down. It was up to 7 seconds, now it's 5.6, but Axe does have a drive-through penalty, and I think he'll have to serve it this lap.
Yeah, if he doesn't get disqualified.
So, Ichigo did get by Fridays on the main stretch, but Fridays is probably going to want that position back. Definitely going to want that podium back. As of right now, he would be tied, I believe, with Zach for the lead of the championship.
Let me see if I can have a look.
If not Neymar, he would take the lead of the championship because just the positions everyone's in. On the going back on the front stretch again, as Axe is in the pits for his drive-through penalty. I think Fridays is just saving ERS right now. Hoping to make a move a little later. Axe looks to come out in P5, but Ed is right on the back of him. Ed's going to get DRS on this stretch. Will Axe defend? Keeps the racing line. Ed's going to try to go down the inside, backs out of it. Ritzy and Skeppy still really close as well. Really only 3 battles right now on track. Maybe Saxman and Alderfer in a couple laps. But right now, the main battle... Yeah, you were saying?
I do believe at this point, SV Fridays would take the lead of the championship.
He would score 12 points, so he would have 27 points. But I think BRL Neymar also scored 2 points, and he would score 25 here, so he would also be on 27, so it'd promote him almost 9 positions up in the championship. I don't know who has fastest lap right now. Let me check that, actually. Right now, fastest lap is Saxman with a 27.7, but he is outside the top 10.
It's going to be close between the top for SV Fridays and BRNA.
So the only way
SV Fridays takes the lead if he gets past his teammate.
that is true, because BRL Neymar Where would Oz Formula be? Did he finish last? He finished 8th last week. So his points total would be 22 points.
We just
So actually, saying all this, Zach didn't attend this race. He's going to get very lucky. He might only be 2 points behind in the championship when he comes back next week.
Yeah.
We're on lap 27 out of 29, heading on to lap 28 when Biral Neymar crosses the line right now. This is the closest battle on track right now between the two Renaults for this podium position.
And GSR Axe is slowly catching them as well.
He's catching them, but it might not be enough. He only got 2 laps. He's got to put in some mega laps now. He's got to put in some tier 1 laps. Well, SV Fridays is going to be on the back of Ichigo again. I think he's going to sit behind here. Attack him on the next DRS straight. Get a better exit. Dirty air is really hurting him. Actually, if you go on board with the two Renaults, the left front tire does not look very healthy.
Yeah, on both of them.
It's very worn out, but they're both going to want that podium, and depending on penalties, because you said they both have 2 warnings, so one could cost another.
Still on 2 warnings for Ichigo, and still 2 warnings for Friday, so it's just literally going to come down to who can keep it on the road.
Fridays, in my opinion, is wasting too much ERS. Either that or his teammates just got the pace over him, because they both don't have much ERS, but this could be a very good battle on the last lap. If they're not careful, Axe will be right there.
That's Webster Road.
That's Webster. Biral Neymar is now on the final lap of the race.
I guess if he gets a good exit out of this corner, he could get him here. He does. Slipstream DRS on overtake, here he comes. Here comes the potential race-making move. There it is. He goes slightly deep.
He goes
He
deep.
should go deep, gets him back. Hasn't got the stopping distance with them.
And he doesn't have DRS either. So it looks like Ichigo, if he keeps it clean for the rest of this lap, doesn't get another warning or penalty.
SV Fridays
he doesn't get another warning. He does, but can he get close enough? Can he get on the back of him out of turn 10? The yellow flag sector 3, that looks like Toxin. Oh, Ichigo goes super deep, locks up at the chicane.
Ooh,
he doesn't have DRS either.
Fridays has DRS, so this is big.
That could have been that was a podium changing mistake for him.
Yeah.
So now Fridays, as long as he keeps it clean, no warnings, he'll get this podium. And if they're not careful, Axe will be right on the back of both of them. Biral Neymar crosses the line, wins by over 10 seconds. The Oz Formula behind. We're still watching this podium battle for the final spot of the podium. Ichigo.
It looks like SV Fridays has got it.
Fridays will get the final spot on the podium.
The first double finish of... Oh, and Dick crashes over the line. Aero Rakish gets ahead of Ed on the final lap there. Ritzy gets his first, I believe his first points of the season. Goes up to P8 with penalties.
Even after a spin, he was on 15-lap-old softs. I don't think that's right. Skeppy will not finish in the points. And then Alderfer and Toxin will be the last one to cross the line.
There's Alderfer finishing now.
Saxman did get in the top 10, so he will get the fastest lap points. SV Fridays will be the championship leader after this race with 30 points. I believe BRL Neymar will be second in the championship with 27 points now. Zach would be third, I think. And then driver of the day, SV Fridays. We are just now getting our podium finishers into the party, so stand by with us.
Okay. Your name hasn't got a mic, so.
So, you can interview third place. I'll do second.
Okay.
And since Neymar doesn't have a mic, unfortunately, we won't be able to speak to him.
Good race from you there, Fridays. Tough battle between you and Ishigo there. But tell us a little bit more about how the race was going for you and what you felt in the last couple of laps.
Well, something in qualifying, it was that good of a performance from. Just wasn't their qualifying pace. Qualified 14th. Obviously, I didn't use the softs because that wasn't really the strategy I was going for. But at the end of the day, it was still a bigger battle to try to go from 14th in the grid. So I was just aiming for points. First stint of the mediums had no pain signs. We thought 12 was where I thought I was going to be. That's where I was the whole race. So expectations were low. Then the safety car came out. Hards just felt back. They really helped my setup, my driving style, my car. I started the climb from P12 up. Then I got to my teammate. It was a great drive from him. He was top 5 the whole entire race, so unfortunate that that mistake cost him the podium. I hate it for him, but it's good for the team, good for instructors. We'll see how that goes. 3-4 for us. For me, obviously from P14 to P3 with that.
Yeah. As you said, unfortunate for the Ishigo there to miss out on the podium, but both good drives from you and him. So good, as you said, good for you in the constructors, and I believe you now take the lead in the championship with Zach not being here. So congrats on that.
That's the case. That's the case. Yeah, thanks.
Anytime.
And now to our second place finisher, Oz Formula. Looked like kind of a lonely race for you because, well, I say that because when your teammate got a drive-through penalty, unfortunately, but before that you were having a pretty good battle with him. So talk us a little through that, and then after that it just seemed quite a lonely stroll to P2 in the end.
Yeah, I think I was battling Saxman or something, so I was just trying to hold him up to get Axe to try and get on the podium with me, so we could get good points. And then, yeah, unfortunately got that that drive-through from the virtual safety car. So then I was pretty much on my own. So I just saved my tires to make sure I get to the end.
So I did see, were you struggling to get by Saxman, who was on like about 9 lap older tires than you? Do you think you could have challenged for the win today if you got by him a little earlier?
I'm not sure. It was just hard because the tires weren't warming up properly yet, and his tires were warmed up. So I don't think I could have gone the win because just couldn't get past him quick enough.
Yeah, it is true. Other than that, after your teammate got the drive-through, it was quite a cruise to P2 at that point, so congrats on that.
Thank you.
And as I said, our winner, BRL Neymar, does not have a mic, but like to say he basically controlled the race from start to finish. and it looked like he made every crucial decision correctly, and it got him the win by almost 10 seconds in the end, so congrats to him on that as well. But other than that, I think that will be it for this week of BRL Tier 2 at Bahrain. Be sure to tune into Tier 1 in just under 40 minutes time at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. Thank you all for watching, and we will catch you all at Vietnam for the Vietnam Grand Prix, Round 3 of the BRL Tier 2 Championship. Until then, I will see you all next time. Goodbye.